Finally, Friday is upon us. For the millions and millions of watchers out there, welcome to another Friday Night of the Infinity Equation, i.e. Goon Stand Up. What is going on, everybody? How you all doing? Glad you're all here. Welcome to the show. Hope you all had a great week. It was a short week if you had Monday off. It was a regular week if you didn't have Monday off. If you didn't have Monday off, I'm sorry. But welcome, everybody. Glad you all can come hang with us and be here. Mr. Alex Sanchez, unfortunately, could not join us tonight, but definitely he'll be back soon. That's my boy. That's my buddy. That's my boy Blue. But tonight with us is the man, the myth, the legend of the Honeybadger toys. Brian, how you doing, sir?
What is up, sir? Doing well. It's Friday.
Yes, it is. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Glad you could be here with us.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, Mr. Dishwell said I'm driving, can't stand up, so I'll do it metaphorically.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yes, please don't stand up while you're driving. Hit the gas pedal, just flying down the road.
But if you do, get a TikTok video of it.
Oh, good lord. Be last name like, hey, I'm
Yep.
Like, what happened? I don't know. I just don't know. Oop, that's my phone going wild.
Oh, donuts.
All right, folks. But man, what a wild week! We lost the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh this week. Unfortunately, I don't want to mess up the name because I probably mispronounce it. But unfortunately, he passed away this week. For those who do like some Yu-Gi-Oh, man, just sad. Sad. We're losing too many people already in 2022.
Nope.
The older we get, the more we're going bye-bye. It's sad. Then we get the release of Thor: Love and Thunder this week. It's been mixed reviews on it. I don't know. Seeing it tomorrow, and then let's see. We shall see.
My teen daughter and my wife are all about it. So.
Garden.
Yep. Like, why do you want to see this so bad? I don't know.
Like, I know why, but I ain't gonna say something.
Yep. You flicked too hard.
Right. Exactly. That's all they going to do. He flicked him. I'm done. We can leave.
Yep.
No, we don't need to stay. We can leave. Thank you,
Dude, James Caan passed too?
Yes, James Caan passed away as well, too. It's wild. I'm telling you, it's been a week. It's so sad. But in other news as well, Disney Plus is ramping up come August. You got your Star Wars Summer Vacation. Don't know what that is. You got She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, August 17th. Andor on August 31st. And Willow premieres November 30th. Don't ruin it. Don't say anything, Stratton. I'm glad you've seen it. That's what a lot of things I heard. It could be better, but it is Taika Waititi film, so I don't think we're just kind of expecting what Ragnarok was at this point.
It's a good movie.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it's a good movie. I'm hoping. I really am. But at this time, even before seeing it, I feel like I'm feeling a little Marvel fatigued. I'm feeling like it's a lot. It's too much at this point.
I think Marvel's a little Marvel fatigued. I think they're trying to figure how to come off of Endgame still.
Yeah, and it's not really like this Phase 4 has not been like the greatest.
No. It's a lot of rebuilding.
Yeah. Omega says they said Endor would be moving a year forward every 3 episodes. Oh, good lord.
Is that all Ewoks?
No, it's Cassian Endor.
Oh, okay.
from Rogue Squadron. No, not Rogue Squadron. What the Rogue movie was from Star Wars. The
Rogue
one
One.
yeah, I did not like.
I like that one.
I did not. There was no. The only part I liked about it was the end. Darth Vader came in and just started slicing down everybody.
Started going to town.
Yes, that was the best part. Like that's what I want to see. When I watch a Star Wars movie, that's what I want to see. I want to see some badass Sith or Jedi fight, and that's it. Like yo,
Get some
cut 'em down.
lightsabers.
Exactly.
Yep.
And we got
I
super
agree with
chat.
that.
I'm sorry, go.
No, I was agreeing with you.
We got super chat from Jeremy Jernigan. Thank you, sir. Hey, gents, have a good show. Hashtag Honeybadger Gang. That's right. Honey Badgers. Honey Badgers, Honey Badgers, Honey Badgers. Which brings us to you, Brian. Honey Badger Toys.
Sir. Sir.
The awesome segue. Thank you, Jeremy, for that awesome segue. Oh, Lord. Here comes Laser Pants.
Here's
When I
the
watch
mail.
Star Wars, I want to see wanton violence and death. Oh, my goodness. This guy. This guy.
Maybe they could come up with like a space station that like blows up a planet or something. You know,
Maybe.
that'd be a unique plot device.
Or a planet that blows up a planet.
Oh. Aha.
Colossal Custer says MCU Phase 4 has been good. It's only been Spidey, No Way Home, and Hawkeye. Dante, don't start with Rogue One and Antares.
It's been a long week.
Look, Phase 4 started off good with was it Spider-Man that started Phase 4? I can't remember who started Phase 4, but Spider-Man No Way Home was awesome. I loved Spider-Man No Way Home. Don't get me wrong. Hawkeye was good. Miss Marvel's great. It's just I feel like it's just being kind of like you're not getting a break in between like Marvel stuff right now anymore. It's like shows, movie, more shows, another movie, more shows. It's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Stratton. It said it started with Black Widow started Phase 4.
Was that really a start of Phase 4 though? Because it was like a prequel. Because she was already dead.
They consider it like a Phase 4 movie.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird. Yeah.
That was like an epilogue.
This file says, I feel as if they need to start getting to the point of the next big story a little quicker, whether it's Secret Wars or whatever the films have not tied together enough like previous. Very true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Kind of listless right now.
Yeah. Klaus says, Spidey and Hawkeye, are they the only two Phase 4? I said what I said. No. Well, we got Doctor Strange, so Doctor Strange is in Phase 4. And then we'll have Thor,
Yep.
and then Black Panther. So those would be the 5 Phase 4 movies.
Yeah.
So far. Everything else has been kind of show building.
So maybe when they start to launch into those, they'll start to put together where the next big bad is coming from.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man, Disavow says they announced they're going to show a sneak peek of X-Men 97 at San Diego panel, and that just got me excited. Well, Disavow, got some good news for you. In August, somebody will be returning back to the show. That is part of X-Men 97. I'll leave you with that for Toys for Tots.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman?
No, Hugh Jackman. I wish. He's never been on the show, but I wish. I wish. What's going on, Tex Hex? I'm Brian 3B. How y'all doing? Colossus is like he's getting upset.
Just being trolled right now.
Spidey and Hawkeye mid MCU Phase 4. That's it.
And the
Miss
line right
Marvel's
there.
good. Come on now, Miss Marvel's pretty good. Don't be. Miss Marvel's pretty good. The Canuck says, "Hey, Honeybadger Toys, I was the one who bought 2 urban and 1 desert, as well as the last couple of riot shields you had. Good to see you and the other guy on the screen. Cannot wait for my badgers. Dag, and the other guy on the screen. That's who I am now. The other guy on the screen. Appreciate you. Thank you. daggone, I got relegated on my own show to like the back end. Hey, the other guy, yeah, he cool, yeah, but hey, it's great to see you, Honeybadgers.
Yes,
Daggone,
sir. Yes, sir. We are working on that. As a matter of fact, we have the background for the desert tan diode set up.
Oh, nice. So let's get into that. So let's get into
Okay.
Honey Badger toys. So how did this all come about?
Whew. That's a long story. Well, I guess maybe it's not. Got into. I mean, I saw Classify when that came out, but until I saw them in the store and saw the articulation, I wasn't really sold on where it was going. And then was looking for more product. Found Action Force. Bobby being the type of person that he is, as far as just being willing to talk to people. I feel like I studied just about every show that he was doing. But everybody was talking about 112 vehicles and how there was no 112 vehicle. And I had always wanted to kind of do something in the art field. I had finally retired from the Navy. I had some time on my hands, COVID and being a DoD contractor, and started talking with the wife. I was like, man, I'm really thinking about this 3D printing stuff. There's a lot of guys that are kind of remaking all the old vehicles in 112 scale, the Devilfish, Cobra Moccasins out there. The Skyhawk was really, really big. I was like, but they're just remaking the same stuff. And I'm not complaining against those that did, because there's definitely a place for that legacy stuff, but I always wanted to do something unique. So got into, got my first 3D printer, downloaded the Shaper 3D app, and just started kind of going to town on stuff. And just wanted to kind of do something that was small, something that wasn't too ambitious of a project, because I feel like sometimes everybody wants to, draw the Defiant, or you always see the "where's our classified lab" or flag, So just wanted to do something that was small but still had a purpose. And having been in the Navy and seen how much we've modernized the technology, that stuff from our old 1983 GI Joe days, it's not relevant anymore. So I wanted to pull in relevant stuff, which is where like the ADA mortar system came from. And then talking with ML Series and Andrew Marks, I mean, we probably talked every single day about different ideas and different things like that. And they coached me through a lot of the design elements that we put into it. And so, I consider them as much as part of this thing as what I put into doing the design, because they were there for every single step of the way. And then we just kind of started putting it together. Andrew actually has the first prototype, because I sent that to him, man, I don't know how long ago. I sent that one to him. And Lincoln put that thing through the ringer. And I mean, he hooked up some miniguns on it. He did, paint jobs on it, all kinds of stuff. And so then it was, testing out the joints, making sure the densities were right, because, if you don't set up the densities inside the vehicle, it's easy for those to break. So made sure those densities were right, and then just got designing it to where it was finally a product. And, kind of aired it out to a couple of trusted people to see what they thought. But then I knew that there had to be something else with it besides just a vehicle, because a lot of people would just send you, the vehicle in a box or a bag, and there it was.
Right.
And I think when the Rancor failed miserably, I think I heard, actually, I want to say Ryan was talking about it with the backdrop and the packaging, and I'm like, that's the next thing you got to put into it, is you got to make the packaging part of the toy.
Don't get Ryan. Don't blow up Ryan's head. This guy. Don't blow him up.
But
yeah.
Yep. Go Fest 2021. Yep. But yeah, so that's kind of where it all came through, and then just getting a chance to get out there and make something that people like and enjoy. It's completely a passion project.
Nice, and that's great to hear. I'm happy that you were able to pull it off, and for ML Series and Andrew to be part of it. It's great to see that community building, and with the friends that we already made in it, to make it bigger and then help make a project come to life as well.
Absolutely.
We got a couple of questions here, but I'll get to super chat first here. Jeremy Jernigan with a super chat. Thank you very much. Says love to see fans putting in the work.
Sir, likewise, very much.
Dom says I still gotta get around to ordering Honeybadger. The vehicle is great and the box alone is worth it. I say yes, it is.
So the good news about that, I will say with the Honeybadger is this is not the fear of missing out. That was the other thing. Was some people announced, Kickstarters, and they announced projects that were coming and all that, and I didn't want to put, kind of my money where my mouth was until the project was ready to go. So that's kind of why we didn't announce it until there was an actual tangible project in hand.
Okay, that makes sense. Class Cuss says any chance of any sci-fi vehicles, Star Wars inspired ones?
Probably not my wheelhouse. I would have to say. I'm probably not the best person for that. But if there's a collaboration project that comes, I'm always willing to listen.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
So I guess the next question would be is like, how long was it for you to design and finally say, hey, I'm fully satisfied here with it? And then how much did you already have made before you said, this is the product, this is where I can start selling it?
Ooh. Well, so at Joe Fest we had the prototype, and it didn't have any of the design elements that you see in it now, like the laser rangefinder, or like the hood latch or the headlights. Like none of that was designed into it. So once I came out at Joe Fest, I actually messaged Bobby and asked him his thoughts on it, and he's just like, "You got to put design elements into it. You got to detail it out." So went back to doing some homework on it, and probably I would say probably December timeframe is when I was like, okay, this is the one that we're gonna do. So December timeframe, and then from there it was doing production, making sure I had enough for Joe Fest, things like that to start doing it. So
nice. That's good to hear. Because, like I said, when I did look at it, when I finally got it in hand, I was like, man, this is great. And I wanted to talk about it because, like, I know people would have questions who are not familiar with 3D printing. Like,
sure.
well, why is this on here? Well, why is this there? It's just part of 3D printing, unfortunately. Like, there's some things we can control, some things we can't control.
For the cost, yes, definitely.
Right.
I mean, there are 3D printing factories out there, but you're going to be above cost of injection molding.
Exactly.
Just new technology.
And that's the nice thing about it, where 3D printing, you can take it and you build something already, and you put it out, and then you're like, well, I can do this now. I can add this piece on that. I can make this a little bit better here. And like I said, the vehicle has my stamp of approval. I love it, not just because I want a box art of it, but
definitely not pandering for those there. No.
But I did, in all honesty, I did say there's probably be a little bit of bias in there because I was like, man, oh man. I was like, my face is on there. I showed my mama too. She was like, "Ooh," she's like, "That's you." I was like, "Yeah, mama, I'm on the box, mama. I made on the Wheaties box."
I was just thankful that you were cool with it, man. Because I tried to involve as many people that I had gotten to know over the course of the past year and a half, getting back into the hobby of it, really, because I haven't been in the hobby for years, probably just raising kids. It's money was not there when you got 4 kids running around. The last thing I had time for was my own action figure. I'm stealing my kids' action figures.
Dragon Eyes 69, leave my toys alone, says I didn't know about this vehicle until I saw Dante's show on the podcast last week. I'm interested. AF. There you go.
Thank you.
Well, sir, if you are interested in the review, I did put the link to where you can buy it. It is $95.99. That's correct. Right? That's the right price. I'm making sure I said.
Yep.
Okay.
That's with the shipping. So
okay.
Yep.
Wow, that's not bad with shipping. That's nice. That's a good price.
So you get the diode comes. That is the box itself, which I'll show the whole thing real quick. When the box is fully unfolded, It's
that's
the
an amazing
whole guy.
idea. Yeah, I love that. I really do love that. Because for anybody who's taking photography and doesn't have like the big space or can spend the money for having a custom dial being made, that fills in great. And then for anything else I was adding there, that was thanks to White Mike Vegeta. That was his stuff. The crates in the tree. That was thanks to
Yes,
him. That
he's got some good skills on that stuff too. I saw
he
him at Joe Fest.
does. Yes, he does. Like shout out to White Mike. Awesome guy. If you don't know him, if you haven't talked to him, such an awesome dude. Very well skilled in making like accessories for your backdrops and that piece. So if you're looking for something, hit that man up too. There you go, White Mike. There you go. There's your promo. And see, Dom, there you go. He says, I desperately need a forest background for photos. There you go.
There you go.
That
And
it fills it in perfectly.
it was funny because when we were at Joe Fest, my wife and I, Becca, she was the lead salesperson at the show, and there was a guy that was a Star Wars fan, which I'm not as heavy a Star Wars fan as some people are, but he's like, dude, that looks like Endor, and I just looked at her, and I'm like, yes, it is Endor. Go for it.
Like, go ahead. So you want a vehicle too? Come on. You're just going to get signed up right now, buddy.
Yep. So.
But man, it is awesome to see it get off the ground. And like I said, I wasn't trying to nitpick with it, but hopefully with future, with when I should say, with future vehicles, we'll see the decals put in there, and probably the steering wheel. That, like I said, everything else was great with it. I had it was great that you could store the mortars in there and mortar cannons or in the back as well, which is pretty nice. Like you have some storage capacity. So because I didn't want to lose the mortars, I'm like, I know I'm going to lose these if I put these somewhere.
Yep.
But it's nice that it has the storage in there, so you can put them in, so you can just have them sit there and it's like, okay, cool. I won't lose them. They're all together. I like that. I like having pre-made storage because then I'll have to buy more storage containers, and I don't have to figure out like where I'm going to store this at.
Yeah, I'm not as organized as some people are, so I need a place to put them. Originally, we tried to do the guns with a spring in it, so that way you could shoot the mortars. But I didn't like the durability of the mortar because it was such a small piece at that point, and then also the spring would fly out of the barrel at the same time. So you had the barrel or the mortar shell going one way and then the spring going the other. I was like, you know what? Let's go for toy photography instead.
There you go. Yep. Here comes Andrew M. It don't need steering wheel. It has joysticks. All right, Andrew. I'm sorry. Joysticks. I'm sorry, Andrew. Good Lord. So sorry, Andrew. Okay.
No, but I like the points though that you brought up because it's completely valid, right? Is that, this is the entry level type of thing, and assuming things go right, we can build off of that, right? Bring in resin to it because you absolutely get better detail out of resin,
right?
So you can get some of the lines out of that,
right? And with the mortars, that would work well with them. Probably with the cannons as well too. But I was just saying, like with the mortars, because with that PLA plastic, you get a detail in it. But it's not like the full detail you want in it. It doesn't come out with PLA. It's not going to come out as cleanly as it would with resin.
Yep. Absolutely.
Jim Largo says, any thoughts for optional weapon pods or maybe a winch add-on in the future?
Yeah. Well, actually, I think one of the first things Andrew did was he went and he stuck a shovel on the front of it. So that is on my to-do list. But for optional weapon pods, yes, absolutely. We want to try and make it to where you can swap out different type of weapons, or make it more expandable. Like one of the things a lot of people do is they'll put the backpack in that little rear storage area, and to make kind of a clip-on thing for something there, definitely. So I'm actually looking at doing a slide rail type for the Mark II, so that way if we do like kind of add-on type of weaponry, you could maybe do a swap-out type of concept.
Oh, that's not bad. I like that.
The rotating rail is good, but if I could swap it out with, like, say, a minigun,
right,
that might be like, oh, okay.
Now, when will the vehicle start for the orders that are put in? When will those start shipping out?
So they've already shipped.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the big thing, was I didn't want to say anything until I had product in hand ready to go. So if you message me on Honeybadger Toys today, I'll be putting those in the mail. Probably not over the weekend, but on Monday I'll be putting those in the mail.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. So
And then when can we?
Jeremy's is already in the mail.
Oh wow. There you go. See Jeremy. I'm sure he's probably out back barbecuing somewhere.
Most likely.
Uh, so in the other colors, I know you announced there was going to be two other colors. When can we expect to see those colors as well?
So I have the Desert Tan, which Mr. The Canucks saw at Joe Fest. Not doing that right. And I'll be honest, the tan, I think, is my favorite because it pops
Yeah.
with the tan against the vehicle itself there. And this is going to come with, the box itself is going to be tan, and it's going to come with a desert background scene. Yeah, Mr. Tony in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got desert tan with desert rat.
I will tell you, that timing for Joe Fest, when my Valiverse order came in, I was doing like cartwheels in the kitchen because it worked out perfect timing to be able to show that desert scene.
Nice.
And then there is the gray one, the urban that we have, and we're going to go with kind of a concrete background for this one. This one, I'm thinking of actually opening up like a poll on Facebook and doing like 2 or 3 backgrounds to let the fans vote on it to determine which one we go with.
Just a little thing. If you can find like those water decals to put on there, and then give it like that camo look, because that gray would look great like in a camo color.
Yes, it would.
There you
The so I have some thoughts on that. There is. I was reading your comments just last night, and somebody mentioned a QR code for
Yes.
decals. And again, right, it's all about collaboration and the fans. There's a gentleman at Joe Fest. He does the wraps for the smaller his tanks, not the 19-inch his tanks. But he does the wraps for those, and so I want to get in touch with him and possibly let him, kind of sort of send him one, have him do all the cuts and the angles to be able to do like a wrap type of thing to put on there. So that way you can camo it out if you want, or there's some other kind of decal that you want to put in there.
I'm wondering, would the dip process work on it? Like, you know how they do with like the like sneakers sometimes, like they dip it in, like they have the colors on top and then dip it in. I wonder if that process would work with 3D printing. I'm not sure, but I don't know.
I don't know, but it might. Yeah, it might. I've seen that. They do it with like baseball caps and stuff.
Yep.
I need a pen. It's a brainstorming session right now, folks.
The Canuck says, whoop, whoop. Dom says, does it come in black? Bruce Wayne.
It can. It absolutely can. I mentioned, the Storm Shadow or Stormtrooper thing earlier. I could do it in white. We could do it. I've been asked about dark navy blue for SWAT. So yes, can definitely do different custom orders. So if we want to do the well, I guess it'd be like the junior tumbler, right? For Batman.
Yeah.
The baby tumbler.
Let's see. Andrew says hydro painting. Okay, that's what it's called. I guess that's what it is.
Hydro painting. Okay.
Didn't know what the technical term for it was, but it's a good idea. It's something.
By the time we're done with this show, there's going to be a message in my inbox. He's going to show me how we do it.
Yeah, I can see Andrew like, yeah. So this is what you do. So I got the pieces here. Just send it to me. I'll do it for you. No, matter of fact, just send it to me and I'll do it for you.
He's the technician, man. I'm telling you.
The Canuck says, "Oh hell yeah, that's looking amazing." Robert G says,
sure.
"Hey, say, coming from Chicago. What's going on?" RG, Blake, and Omar V.
Hey.
But yeah, so and then you said you had something you wanted to show off tonight.
Yep.
So the floor is all yours, sir. Let me just go ahead and bring you up here. Bam.
Talking about the desert piece. How do I share my screen?
Oh, I can bring it up here.
If you got it, if you want to share that.
Do you have it up already?
I can.
He said, "No, no, I'm still working on it."
Pretty good.
Jim Largo says the diorama box idea is genius. Dom says there's tons of videos of YouTube for that wrapping process. It's basically a mix of chemicals and a steady hand. And Robert says, "Show it."
Where'd it go?
And then
Okay, how do I show my screen?
if you click at the bottom, it says share screen,
Oh,
like right next to your camera. Yep. Do 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 do. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
it's good.
Let's see. Wait for it to pop up here. Did you select the screen that you want to share?
Oh, good. Not doing this right.
All right, no problem. I can bring it up real quick. Give me 1 second. Yep. I go to Facebook, and what's Jeremy doing? Barbecuing.
Actually,
I knew it. I knew it. What's going on? Boxing art? All right, here we go. I got it. Let's see.
yeah, it's not letting me show it.
That's fine. I have it up. Here we go.
Ah, there you go, sir. So that is the background for the desert diorama,
Ooh.
sir. So we went through a couple of them. Wanted to make sure some of the feedback that we got while we were at Joe Fest was make sure there's rocks and boulders in it. You got the ground there, so that way it'll kind of sort of where you see the sand there, that'll be on the bottom flap. So that way, you can set up any other kind of diorama scene that you need to. But you'll have that nice blue sky with that rock detail coming. So you can kind of imagine, old Honeybadger coming over, lobbing some shells over the ridge or whatever.
Very nice. Very nice. Cannot wait for that desert tan to put desert rat in there. But man, this looks good. This looks amazing. Man. So, and you said when will these be shipping out again?
So I'm currently shipping the forest ones right now, which are the ones that you reviewed. The desert should be going out. I'm still waiting on the box to come in. As soon as we get the boxes in, then I'll be shipping that on out. And that'll be going out. Basically, I'll make an announcement on Facebook that I've got the boxes in for the urban and for the desert tan, and then we'll be shipping those out. But my target is about 30 days. So, yeah.
Nice. Very nice. And then, now you said, now you tried to slip by me, but you said Mark II. When can we expect that one?
Andrew put it in the chat and he caught me and he got me on it. So my goal is to do one per year. I don't want to, overwhelm the market. I don't want to, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Right.
I want this to be very complementary to that. So my goal is to do one a year. So at Joe Fest next year, I should have the Mark II to debut that. So I will tell you it is supposed to be a 2-figure vehicle.
Woo. Can't wait for that one now.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry. Unboxing art. Yes. Brian from Honeybadger Toys is the creator of the Honeybadger MK1. So cannot wait for that. Can't wait for Mark II with 2-seater. I'll put 2 figures in. Ooh.
One other thing I'll say too. On the back, put up a little prompt here real quick. So everybody's seen a lot of people showing, G.I. Joe figures, which obviously I love. But, I didn't want to get into any kind of improper marketing or have anybody, come at me. So I messaged Mr. Valaverse himself, and he gave me permission to use old Steel Brigade right there. So
very nice. Now, sir, since you have the box there, you might as well go ahead and read what it says on the side too.
Oh, that right there?
Yes.
Yes. So I told you, right? This has been completely a passion project. So Outside, the company is Vivacious Elements. I'll just lay that out there. It's my wife's company. Um, she has a side hustle where she makes textile products called hot pads. And fellas, once the website's up, you'll be able to purchase something for your wife or significant other as well. But those will be on the site. But anyway, so Vivacious Elements is a company. But to Becca, thank you for the support and encouragement. That is my wife. And right below that, cover art by Mr. Alex Sanchez himself. And thank you, Andrew, Bobby, Dante, and ML.
I didn't do anything, but you're welcome. I didn't do anything. I don't know what I did.
No, you absolutely. There's trusted people that when you're going through things and you don't want to design anything in a vacuum. Talking to you, talking to Ryan, obviously Andrew and ML, just about every day. That goes a long way. To developing the product, so that way you at least have a feel for where you're going to go with it. So.
Well, thank you, sir. I mean, I love it that those are passion projects you made come to life, and it's very awesome. And Andrew M just always messing up good things. Best wife and Mother Day gifts ever. Look, Andrew.
He's got the hot pads too, so.
He's like, not for my wife. I use them. Yeah,
yep.
Make my back feel good. Boxer Art says Alex is the man. Boxer Art also said, I think it says my mailing address on that box.
Yeah. Well, we can definitely make that happen. Absolutely. Alex has got some of the best technical art that I've ever seen.
Yes, he does. Unfortunately, he can't be here to say it.
I know, right? Well, hopefully he'll catch on the replay.
White asks, what inspired the name Honeybadger?
Oh, so back when I was in the Navy, active duty, we're on shore duty, and memes and YouTube videos are going wild. And if anybody has ever seen the Honeybadger Don't Give a Shit video, yep, with Mr. Randall there, that thing is the best. And I think in the Navy that was a very viral video, probably a couple of years, to the point where it just became part of our little lexicon. Off the deck pisses you off about something, and you're like, whatever, I'm a honey badger, I don't give a shit. And so when I was looking at vehicles and all that, I was like, what can just take a beating? What doesn't care what hits it, has some attitude to it? And I'm like, it's the honey badger. And you can do that with so many vehicles. So that was the inspiration behind honey badger, which I will throw out. Honey badger can eat a cobra snake, and it just takes a nap and keeps going.
Those honey badgers.
They're brutal, man. They don't care.
They are. Yes, they do. I should have known it was taken after that. I should have known.
Yep.
Let's see. We got some comments here. Unboxing Art says, I want to see Dante outside and start playing with that tank in the grass. I would, but allergies, sir. Allergies. Cannot be playing in no grass.
Oh.
Yeah. Andrew M says, your face is on it, Dante. It's still surreal to me. It's so surreal. Jim Argo says, groovy box art. Dante is styling driving that honey badger on the box.
You can't. If you look close, you kind of got a little smirk going, like, yeah, get some.
Exactly, so. And that's how I drive in real life. So yeah, I drive fast. Like I said, I drive offensively and defensively.
There you go.
Yeah, I drive both ways.
Absolutely.
A boxer art says, what was both of your first G.I. Joe figure you own? I can easily answer that because I did not have any G.I. Joe figures until I got the classifieds.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine would have been so the one that I remember was Bazooka.
Okay.
I got Bazooka, Iceberg, and then Monkey Wrench. And I was mad about Monkey Wrench because I didn't understand what the heck that gun was. He was the only one that was he was peg warming. Monkey Wrench was peg warming. That's all there was, yeah.
I don't even know who Monkey Wrench is.
He was the new Dreadnought that came out about the same time Sergeant Slaughter hit. So he would have been like 80. Yep.
Jeff Moore says 1983 Rock and Roll V1.
Nice.
Oh,
That's still the original deco, basically.
whew. Logic Blaster, what's going on? Boxer Art says Bazooka is definitely a solid starter. Canuck says mine was a 12-inch original GI Joe with the scruffy beard back in the 70s. Wow.
Nice.
Dom says I don't remember my first GI Joe, but my favorite was Desert Storm Duke. I remember that. Now that one I do remember seeing.
Yep.
'Cause they played
I've
them
got
on
that
Donut.
one.
Oh, dude.
I have
Oh.
one 12-inch Joe that I will show. So the Canuck, sir, you will probably appreciate this. Back when USS Connecticut was commissioned, they did Submarine GI Joe.
Oh, wow.
So this was our sister submarine. I was on the Seawolf. So that's probably one of my favorite ones right there.
Very nice. White Mike says 82 Virgin 1 Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Canuck says
You
that's
still have
freaking
it?
awesome. Now that's a good question. If he still has it, yeah, that is a
You
question.
got that V1 Snake Eyes, man. Little straight arms.
Robert says my first Joe was Cobra Commander.
Wow.
Ooh.
So I'm curious what Robert Diaz thinks about the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander.
Oh, we're gonna get into that one. We're gonna get into it.
Okay,
Not
okay,
yet.
okay.
We're gonna get
I'm
into it.
segueing. Just put that
Not
back
yet.
in the pocket.
Logic Blaster says mine was a 12-inch C Adventurer from the 1970s Adventure Team.
Okay.
That one I never even heard of.
Nope, that one's new to me too. I was all 3 3/4, but those are some good ones.
All right, folks. So we'll get into it. Actually, before we get into it, did you get anything new this week?
Me?
Yes.
I did. I got. You know, I have to tap the button. But
Oh man.
I got my Killer Croc from Arkham. That sculpt is just fantastic. And it's a big figure. We all know he does the 7-inch, but he scales perfectly. I've got old Mafex Batman. I'm not going to pull him up, but he scales perfectly against Mafex Batman because he's that big figure. Articulation's pretty good. So I definitely like Killer Croc. And then I also got Man Bat. Amazing sculpt. Not as awesome on the articulation because he is very floppy ankled. All the weight in this sculpt is all up in the torso of the figure.
Right.
So
Yeah,
if you're doing some, it is. If you're doing some air dios, this is a great figure. Or if you just want to have that because it's part of the Batman Rogues Gallery, I think I could be wrong on this if somebody knows in the chat, but I think that's probably the two of the best sculpts that they've done for those two characters in action figure form. So
and Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing's pretty good.
Swamp Thing was solid too. Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna go through my junk real quick. Got my Fortnite Snake Eyes, which was a waste of money. Truly a waste of money.
You were looking forward to that, right?
No, I forgot I even ordered it. Got my Storm Shadow in. Just got Croc Master in today, and my second Storm Shadow. And then behind me, as you can see, I'll be debuting this tomorrow. This is my new Dio. It's still in the box. This thing is ridiculously huge. I didn't know how big it was until I got it. So yeah, this thing is huge. So I will be doing a live tomorrow with that. And then my buddy, he got me Bronx.
Sorry, I saw the chat. Art G.
Yeah, be glad. Yeah, everybody be glad. If you canceled it, be glad you did. It's just the same figure over again. Yeah, my buddy got me Bronx. He found it at Target, so he sent me that. I appreciate that very much. I did get my Watcher.
Okay.
And then I bought three more Gundam kits that I bought. I didn't need to buy because I'm already backed up on like 3 other ones before them.
Are they the ones that you have to assemble together, like a model kit?
Yeah.
Okay, love those.
Yeah.
When I would go to Japan for Navy work, there's a Canon camera stop, and they've got toy department up there, and they've got those Gundam figures, and man, they are wildly popular in Japan.
Oh
Kind
yeah,
of makes sense, I guess, how I say it.
yeah. They were. It was decent price. It was like for three of them. It was they came up to like $63. I was like, okay, it's not bad.
Okay,
But I was like,
solid.
gotta build these other ones first before I start getting more Gundam kits. It's yeah. Oh, now I got my Honeybadger this week. So yeah,
Yes, sir, you did.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah. So it's still set up with Stan Lee still admiring it. Stan Lee still looking over. He's like, yeah.
Fits well on your shelf, right?
Now I haven't put it on the shelf yet. It's still
Oh,
in the
okay, okay.
review area.
I
Technically,
got you.
it's
I
still
got you.
technically like the review area, but it's still there. It's chilling. It's chilling with the box still at the background, the tree still there. It's like, and Stanley's still looking over it like it's his new ride. Get him somewhere.
There you go.
Oh wow, got a lot of comments. Let's see. Go back here a little bit. So back to some people's first GI Joes were. Texas says my first was Destro on an Action Force card. Jeff Moore said, sadly, I sold my original GI Joes and now I'm slowly buying them all over again. Man.
Same here, man. Same here.
The Canuck says I did have the original Melloway Duke and Cobra Commander. Sadly, I do not have any of the originals anymore. Oh. Jamie Lynn Park says I got my first Joes for Christmas. Breaker, Stalker, Rock and Roll, Snake Eyes. Nice.
That's a good group.
Yeah. Pokey says I can't remember my first, but I've had GI Joes as long as I can remember. Oh, not bad.
Yep.
Brian says my first GI Joe was a Cobra Officer, but I lost it. Don't you hate that when you had your first figure and you lost it? You're like, I don't know where it's at. It's probably in the backyard somewhere. And I was like, I buried him.
Covered by dirt.
Yep. Dom says I remember having a 3.75 inch, 3.75 inch Action Man when they did a tribute mini line to 1994. In 1994, it was an action soldier, just a plain soldier. Loved it. Strider says it would have been nice if they had alternate hits. Okay, talking. Yeah. I think talking about Killer Croc.
Oh yeah, I can see that. That character's come a long way since he was introduced.
Yeah. Yes, he has. Says love that to scale well with Mayfex. Brian says I want that Man Bat. Poggy says Swamp Thing is my favorite of the big guys. Yeah, Swamp. You know what? It's funny. I have the Swamp Thing and I still have not opened it to this day.
Wow.
I'm so backed up. I still haven't opened up my Sideshow Spider-Man. Yeah, like there's certain things I've opened up recently. Like I'm like, okay, like I opened up my Snake, my Storm Shadow. I'm like, yeah, Storm Shadow's awesome. Like I've been playing with Storm Shadow more than I'm playing with Snake Eyes. I'm like, all right, like I'm sitting here like Gary smacked Captain America in the mouth. Uh, Robert Diaz says I got a lot today. 7 exclusives, Expo Funkos, and 3 signed Mandalorian variants. Nice. Strine says I have both and regret not canceling the Snake Eyes. Really? Jim Largo says the Mattel DC Man Bat from a few years ago is scaled better and stands up with assistance.
Okay.
Yes, I think, and also if you have the Ninja Man Bat, that one stands up on its own as well too. So that one's not bad. That's from DC Direct.
That's when they introduced Damien, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, DC Direct was DC Direct was the only ones who did it.
Okay.
Strine says the paint scheme reminded me of Renegade Snake Eyes. True. Daniel Kern says, oh, sorry if I mispronounced your last name, Daniel. I'm so sorry. Dante says, Dante has Gundam kits? Yes, I have Gundam kits. Yes, I do put Gundams together when I have some spare times. Robert says, nothing compares to my Frog Lady Funko for the Mandalorian. Elijah Black says those Gundam kits are very cool, especially for people who want to do custom paint detailing. Yes, I do. I wish I could do the custom paint detailing on them, but I just don't. The time and effort to put them back together is just like, ugh.
Yep.
All right,
He's
Andrew.
really good at painting, but now.
Yeah. Andrew, catch you later. Stay safe, sir. Jim says Mattel DC Universe Man Bat for a few years is scaled better and stands out with assistance, bigger wingspan as well. Hope Mattel gets the license back. I doubt it. Mattel's going to get the license back at this time. the license is spread all over the place, which is wild.
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
Let's see. Shrine says, I love the model kits, but I've been supporting the new Gundam Universe figures due to how much I like the scale. I haven't seen those.
I'm
Don says,
curious
I
about
know I still
those.
have. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I was saying I'm curious about the new scale. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, I haven't seen those either. Um, Don says, I know I still have my childhood Joe somewhere in the house. I just can't remember where. Well, that's awesome.
At
She
least you know you
says,
got them.
yeah, you know what? If you're going to keep them, display, like, put them, like, in a glass case or something. That'd be awesome. Like, have them set up. Andrew says Dante asked Honeybadger about a bigger batter tank he is working on. So I gotta
Yeah.
ask, what is this bigger batter tank that you're working on?
Well, that is the Mark II. The Mark II will be a larger vehicle. It will be. I'm not going to say what the role behind it is, but the the thought process is as long as people like what we're doing, or is going into it. There's a plan or a thought process or a footprint for 5 vehicles. So, Honey Badger Mark One, right, is a mortar tank. So that's your artillery. But then you think about other things that go into a rifle division, right? Motorized vehicles. Um, those functions that those vehicles serve are going to be in the next one. So I've got the function decided for the Mark II. It's going to sit, 2 figures, and it'll be. I think we're looking at about 15 inches for that one. So the Mark One is 10 inches, so it sits on most of your shelves pretty well. But to really get that 2 figures in with a good weapon functionality, we had to go a little bit bigger. Um,
Okay.
which I think a lot of the people that are doing the 6 inch vehicles are seeing that, 20 inches is kind of that tipping point where if you go much bigger than that, it just gets a little unwieldy.
Gotcha. Nice. It sounds great. Like I said, definitely can't wait to see it when you get that, start shipping that out. I'm like, yes. Ted Miller says, "Hey everyone, what's going on, Ted?" Let's see. Strident says they're the new 6.5-inch action figure Gundams that you can find some of them at Target. I'm gonna check Target and see what they look like. Then.
Yep, same here. I may have seen them and not realized it.
Yeah, same here. But you know what? How much? Like my Target's so dry. It's like I barely even go to a halftime. It's like there's nothing there. Like last time I went there, they had Thor: Love and Thunder figures, but all was Gore, the God Butcher, sitting there, and one Jane Foster. That's it.
Oof.
That was it. Everything else was gone.
I stopped at the Navy base the other day, heading back from work, and they have the Navy Exchange is the department store version for the Navy,
Mhm.
and so we go there and we buy all of our stuff. PX is the Army and Air Force, but stop there to see just maybe what do they have, and they had just restocked GI Joes, and it broke my heart because you had the Ghostbusters movie still peg warming, and then you
Wow.
had the GI Joes, and they came in stock, all brand new Storm Shells and Snake Eyes from the movie.
That's it.
Just broke my heart, man, because there's probably 50 of them on the shelf. Yeah,
Pokey's like, you got Marvel Legends at your Target. You would, if you want to call them, like I said.
I got that big monster still from the Eternals at my Target.
Oh wow, like I
Yeah,
haven't seen that, and like the most, it's I haven't really seen that. Yeah, like I haven't.
the
Like the
newest thing
Eternals
I
are
got
gone.
is no, they're still there for mine. The newest thing we got is Master of the Universe and
Hmm.
Buzz Lightyear,
Yeah, that's
both
what mine stay
Mattel,
stocked.
both Mattel.
Yep, mine stay stocked with some wrestling figures. Sometimes
Yep.
like I seen like one AEW figure that was still sitting there,
Okay.
and then it was just like nothing. It was just like Jurassic Park. Like they had none of the 6 inch figures, like nothing of the 6 inch figures. It's all the three-quarter inch stuff there. Some of the dinosaurs, and like you said, like Master of the Universe and the new Masters that they're doing, Masterverse, I think it's called. Is that the new
Yep.
ones?
Masterverse. Yep.
Yeah,
It's like
I'm
their
not really.
classified line.
Yeah, I think like once I got Revelation figures, I'm done. I only need like one more. I need like the regular Tila, and that's it.
Yep.
Oh, and then mm, Merman. That's it. Those are the only last
I
two I need
just
out of
got
that.
him.
Really?
Yeah, he came in. He was on Amazon like for a hot minute. I picked him up for like $20.
Oh snap!
But I didn't get him in the store.
Yeah,
Can't the old, going to the toy store. Let's go.
exactly. What's going on, Chad? How you doing?
Okay, 87. Sorry.
What do you say? If
If
you
you need
need,
a classified gung ho, I can hook you up.
nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm really good.
I'm all set, man.
It was funny. I was talking to a buddy of mine, Mike Odom, and he was live with. We were just chatting online. So it's like usually like me and Mike and Mr. Steele, for those who do know him in the community. We were chatting online, and this man goes to a Walgreens, walks in, and he hid his Baron Zemo. He hid Baron Zemo at the Walgreens, so he could go back and get it. But I was like, yo, you're random first person that I've seen that said that there's a Baron Zemo in their Walgreens, because all the Walgreens I go to, it's dry.
Yep.
There's like really no figures, and if there is a figure, it's like from like 3 waves ago of Marvel Legends, or
think,
like 2 Power Rangers there.
Yeah, I think I've seen The Rock and some Jenga cubes.
No, I've even seen The Rock. I've seen more Transformers sitting there than anything.
Okay.
It's wild. Oh, Art, he said, I just seen Tila. I could have gotten it. I appreciate it. If you do see her, let me know.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for, too.
Yeah, the Merman and Tila are the last two I need to round out my Revelation collection, and I'm done. He-Man is done for me. I'm done with that. This Val says, my Joe collection is the only thing missing from my childhood. I keep holding out hope it'll turn up at my parents' house, but I think I faintly remember throwing them away about 10 years ago. Oh, man.
Man, I did the same thing. I know that pain. My wife has heard me complain about that.
See, that's why I never throw away stuff. I think last week I told Alex, I went to my mom's house, and I was looking for the bird from Silverhawks. I was like,
Okay.
I'll bring this home, and he still works and everything. Like his wings still flap, his head doesn't go on like it used to. So there's like a little button. I forget where it's at. Oh, here it is, like a little button where it's going like this and then pops out, whatever. But then I go over there, I'm like, man, I find like my bat wings. So I'm like, oh man, I got my bat wings. It's like I found Batman the animated series Batmobile from years ago when they first came out with it. Then I found like the Batman animated series Batplane that I had. I was like, oh wow. I was like, hey. Then I found, I think it was Batman and Robin Batwing.
Okay.
I think that was the one that had like the silver in the wings, or like the silver design in it.
Oh, from the Batman and Robin movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had that. Then I found the original Batwing from Batman the movie. I was like, oh,
Okay.
snap. I was like, still had the little, you had the whole thing in there. You just go, shoo, whoosh. Yeah. I made all the sounds too when I was a kid. I'm not going to lie. Not flying that thing around because it had a handle on it. That's what it's for.
Right.
Then it had a little grappling claw on the front.
Nope.
Because I remember the commercial when the little kid was flying around on TV. He was like, grab Joker in the front with the little claw. He's like, gotcha, Joker.
Right.
But
throw him in the jail.
Yep. I still had the Batcave, but I don't know if I still have all the pieces for the Batcave from that one.
That was a cool playset.
Yes, because you flip it around and it'll turn into like Aces Chemicals.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Robert D says the Gundam Universe figures are the action figures sold out at mass retail, found in the NECA section normally.
Yeah.
Yes. My NECA section at my Target is weird. It's like it never gets updated. Like it's just like the same stuff that's always there.
Mine is 2 aisles of NECA now. There's the
Really?
kids version of NECA, and then there's like the Mike Myers, I'm gonna kill you type section.
Huh.
Yeah. It's in 2 separate aisles. They just renovated it, so.
Oh, okay. Logic Black says so much DC stuff. It's almost a question of who doesn't have the license to create DC collectibles. Very true. Brian says I'm waiting for Storm Shadow to hit my pile loop before I send it. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I just Big Bad Toy Store. Like I'm still waiting for my original orders from Valverse, the exclusive Valverse
No.
backpacks and That still hasn't even came in yet from them.
It's been so long, people quit making jokes about it.
Yeah. But then then my wife did win those backpacks at Joe Fest last year, so
She did. She did.
so,
Everybody was like,
so inherently I she ain't got no figures to put them on. I put them on my fingers.
yeah, but her enthusiasm when she won that, like, she was pumped.
I know. I was pumped too. I was like, yeah, we won. I was like, yeah, Bobby, we won. He's like, what?
I left
I
my
was like, I
tickets
got
in
him,
the
Bobby.
car, man.
I got him.
Nope.
Let's see. Yeah, Logic says Buzz Lightyear stuff is everywhere. Exactly.
That
Jeff
was a
Moore says the
Disney
movie.
product.
Yeah, it's just it's like Buzz Lightyear is taking over like most of the shelf space, which is wild.
It's on the end caps.
Oh, see, mine's is like in like the aisle itself. It's like
Oh,
it's like almost pushing Master Universe and Jurassic Park out of the way.
oh, okay. I'm getting serious.
Jeff Sitmer says the movie figure Joes are not very exciting to me. I did get the Baroness and Scarlet movie figures are movie figures, but pass on all the rest. I didn't grab any of them because they just were not that great for me.
I grabbed Scarlet. That was the one I got. I like that actress. She was in that Come Out Wherever You Are, I think, and I thought she was a good actress in that.
Okay.
It was kind of a thriller movie, like she was in like a haunted house type of thing.
I don't know. I ain't trying to watch the G.I. Joe. I ain't trying to watch that movie again, but just that movie was a hard watch. I was bored.
It was tough. I fell asleep, and I was pumped to see it.
I don't blame you. Mike says I found Merman from Mattel Direct. I'll send you a link. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, this Val's right. So much to argue clearance tonight. Mo2 finally getting wiped out. Yeah, because it's like my Mo2 section is stacked with like prehistoric He-Man, Beastman, like all the deluxe ones. It's like stacked. Like you can't. Like there's nothing with nowhere to go.
I've still got 2 King Grayskulls in mine, which I was shocked about.
Really?
Yep, I've got mine. He's up in my display there.
Yeah, that thing is awesome.
The cape, man. Yeah, I was gonna say I love that thing. But then I don't understand the new Eternia line. Like, what was there a comic or something that's caused the new Eternia? I don't understand what drove that.
So from what I understood, there was I think it was like artwork used that was not used for the show Revelation.
Okay.
If I think that's what it was, from what I understood and was told. So or it could be for like the new, the next Master Universe that comes out. I guess it could be. I don't know.
I know they've got another Master Universe season coming. I think that was formally announced. The head sculpts are rough though on those. Like I like the figure. It's vintage to what I used to have because I had G.I. Joe and He-Man when I was a kid, so that's cool. But those head sculpts are still rough. I still think back to the old Filmation cartoon when I think of He-Man.
Yeah. Oh man, Don says I watched the Snake Eyes on a flight and fell asleep. Tom and Jerry was way better. I watched that after. Tag go. Okay, yep. So thank you. Yeah, Stratton said I heard his concept art from the original series of He-Man.
Okay.
That was kind of the same thing I heard as well. All right, so let's get into some news here. Let me bring up my screen. All right, so this is where we're talking about a lot of a DC like making a lot of moves over here. So this is from 5K Toys. It says it looks like McFarlane and Mezco are not the only companies holding DC licensing for the whole line, including movies, cartoon, and comics. Excuse me, a new studio, Kayo has obtained the DC license and a new licensed product coming soon. So I guess they're going to make an alloy finish action figure.
Really? It's almost like a death metal type of thing.
And I'm sure it probably is. It's going to be probably heavy metal. Mm-hmm. I'm sure this is what's it's going to be. because these all look like
There's like,
Batmans.
I was just gonna say, there's like 3 Batman cows in that. There's actually
Yeah.
that back one probably is too. At first, I thought it was the Flash.
All these, I
Back
think all
left.
these are just straight up Batmans, which is the sad part about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Greg, and super happy episodes, 100 episodes to my buddy Dan, who, and super awesome that you made it to 100 episodes, sir. I'm
That's cool.
happy that you did it. You did it, Dan. You did it. It was mostly Brandon, carrying the weight, but you did it, Dan. You did. Nah, actually, I'm happy for all you. Super producer Rich, Brandon, Dan. Congratulations, you guys. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the after party because I was not feeling too good. Sorry. Sorry, China Murphy. I'm sorry. Because Lee's not home. I'm surprised he's not here now because Lee's not home. He probably went to sleep. But yeah, it looks like we're getting some more Batman. So get ready for Batman, folks. Get ready for some more Batman. Um, then we got the God of Mischief, Loki here, in his time variant gear.
Okay.
It looks pretty good.
It looks good. I just don't know. I mean, if you're a Loki fan, then this is probably up your alley.
Yeah, this is a good suited party. He's still going with the after party? Lord have mercy. His lady must definitely not be coming back home tonight. He's still going. He's like, because he said, he's like, look, he's like, my lady's going. I got time. We're going to do this.
That's how you know when you're okay. She
Right.
said it was fine. Yep.
He's like, I can stay up a little extra late and be loud as I want in the house.
It's got good hand sculpts.
Yeah, this looks good. It's $89.
If I was in the market for it, I would. Yeah. I mean, how much is this going for?
$9 plus shipping.
89.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not ordering anything else right now because I still wait for my supersized Venom and I'm still waiting for my Snake Eyes.
Which Snake Eyes? Oh, the 112 collect?
Yeah, they have one on there that's like a 112. It wasn't called Snake Eyes, but it looks exactly, it's Snake Eyes.
Oh, I got you.
But it was like the cloth and had like the armor. It's kind of, I think it looks a little like it's based off the G.I. Joe movie too, like the second movie. So, yeah. Then they had an update on Hero Toys' Monster. And that thing looks it's huge. But you can see, wow, like you can see like the bends in the tail.
Hey, it stands up.
Yeah. But that compared to that's pretty tall.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of joints in there. But I think he's only being held up by his hand because when he's crouched like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because he's already kind of in that tipping pose.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking figure, though.
It is. Like it's just something I don't need. I don't need this one. I'm good on this one. Trying to cut it down as much as it is now. I'm really running out of space. And DTOFs have now gone up in price. I'm done with this. Like IKEA's getting out of hand. You want $100 for a DTOF?
Yeah, I don't even do the DTOFs. I do the just the IKEA shelves. It's like a white shelf. It's like 12 inches deep. It's like $20, and that's what I put mine on. So they're all open.
I'm going to have to, because I stopped. I haven't bought like a DTOF in maybe like a year.
Okay.
Dad, you going to ask for $100 for these things? Like, you must be out of your dang blessed mind.
Went from China cabinets to toy collectors.
Right. Which also leads me to, don't forget July 31st, we will be having the Collectors Roundtable talk It'll be me, Alex, Mr. Pow Danhu, Brandon, um, and Victoria Cantina as well joining us.
Okay.
So just general,
Nope.
general talks about collecting in general. Uh, the life of a collector. Are
Should
these the
do
one you're talking about? Sorry. Go.
Life of a Collector's Wife.
Yeah. Man, that'd be a whole episode. You know how much he spent? He had like 5 boxes coming in 1 week. I'm like, my goodness, a box a day? Sometimes 2 boxes a day. I'm like, okay.
What'd you
Uh,
order from Amazon?
I don't remember. Honestly, you know what's funny that you say that about Amazon? I ordered a snake. I had pre-ordered a snake, a Storm Shadow on Amazon, and
mhm.
truly forgot about it. I'm like, I did this because when I go through my orders, I didn't see it there, and they didn't have a picture there for it, so I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what is this? And it was like, oh, your Storm Shadow's shipping. Oh, your Storm Shadow's there. I'm like, it's a Sunday. Thank you, Amazon. I need this on a Sunday. Ah.
I was still unpacking from Joe Fest when mine started hitting. I was like, oh.
Right.
So,
I
yep.
believe how it was wild. It was real quick. Strider, are these the Gundams you were talking about? Are they like this size? Because this looks like one that you might be referring to. But this is from Mobile Suit Gundam Charges Counterattack Bella Chica's Children. Bellator Chica's. I'm probably saying that wrong. Children. This event exclusive RX-93V Gundam features all new detailing marking to further actuate the already impressive detail of the figure. Okay, so yeah, these are the new ones he was talking about. Alright, I might have to check these out.
And these come pre-assembled, right?
Yes.
I like that matte paint that they have on these. They just, I don't know, there's something about it. It has a nice, clean look all the time.
Yeah. Oh, Texas said I got my Storm Shadow and Spirit and Co Officer this week too. Nice. Wins for everybody.
I did pick up
SHO.
something very cool at Joe Fest. One kind of cool story to segue real quick.
Yeah, that's good.
So I had the booth there, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, talking to all the different fans and stuff that were there. A gentleman next to me didn't show up Friday night, but he unloaded his stuff Saturday, and he was selling off most of his original Legacy Joe collection to
Right.
fund his convertible that he was getting. And he had like all the original boxed, sealed Tiger Force vehicles. He had a flag there. I mean, the whole thing. And back when I was a kid, I had the Tiger Sting, right? And so he had a couple of them. I saw one that was complete. I was like, I think it's pretty cool. He told me whatever he wanted for it. I was like, nah, I'm not going to get it. And then he saw me, still doing the booth and stuff, talking with Becca. And he's like, tell you what, he's like, I'll trade you. What do you want for this? And for those of you that know what Tiger Force is going for right now, it's a good little price. And so he traded me version 2 Sergeant Slaughter Action Force for the Tiger Sting.
Wow. Let me bring it up here.
So I asked him, I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yep. So he traded me that 100% complete for Bobby's version 2 Sergeant Slaughter, just because he wanted to know that it was going to not a reseller, but into somebody's home collection. And really, really nice gentleman that I got to hang out with for the weekend. So you meet obviously you meet some amazing people there. Canuck included.
Who says, yeah, he says hi to the guy. And then he's like, that other guy that you're with. Yeah.
And the other guy, the other guy, the regular.
I like it, Canuck. But you broke my heart. You broke my heart. Okay, I give you the Godfather. Like, you broke my heart. I tried to make you off your comfort shoes and you broke my heart. But back on the Toy People's page, we have.
Sorry, man. Yeah,
no, you're good. You're fine. Nah, this show goes off the rails half the time anyway.
It's true. It's the best part. It's the best part. The Dante rant.
Exactly. Oh no. Well, I don't know. I might rant. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
The SHF has their event exclusive for SDCC. Super Saiyan Goku, which is not bad. I think a lot of people wanted this hair type. They had this head sculpt on this one, so this looks awesome. And then he
Yeah.
has the rip shirt, the rip gi, I should say.
And he's got unique hand poses too.
Yeah. Well, I think most of them, yeah, they like most of the Goku figures came with these, like his hands.
Right.
It's just a nice little touch with the rip gi and then the new head sculpt on there too.
So,
But they also did announce event exclusive Majin Buu, where you can probably turn into a cookie. And, I used to do so. I used to do SHF Dragon Ball stuff, but not anymore. It had a hand. It was just too much at one time, and then it was so I sold off my SHF Dragon collection.
yeah, I was already doing the teen thing by that point when this really caught on. So I never got into them.
Yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot to collect. This right here is like trying to collect these is like trying to just like stay up with Marvel. Like you can only stay with this and Marvel Legends. If I wasn't with Marvel Legends, I'd probably be with this and that's it. Like that would be it'd be
One
tough
or the
to
other,
try to
yeah.
buy this. Yeah,
It's a
because
big
these are
rabbit hole.
expensive. It is, and then they always like some, and then they always go back like, well, we're gonna redo the whole line again. I'm like, oh my goodness, I just got all these characters. Now I gotta get them again. But we got Shenron. It says in a pearl coloring to reflect the scene where it's summoned from the Dragon Ball. Oh, Shenron. And then we have Android 16. So, SHF got a lot of exclusives coming to SDCC. So if you're going, grab them. Get them. Get your Dragon Ball Z on.
See, I can see where this would be a really cool kids action figure line, but I mean, if it was at a lower price point, because the
Yeah.
way the sculpt is, it's got a nice chunkiness to it.
Yeah. Oh, here's Nick Steele already. After I just complimented this man. It says, Dante, you're always welcome back to the SHF Dragon Ball train. I like a true sucker get sucked back in. At least the newer figures are or will be cheaper and at the entry and a new entry for the new collectors. Yeah, I just can't do it. It's not for me anymore. Like I'll watch the show, but I'm gonna stick with them. It's too much. Um, seen these. I'm not really sure about these. I know there's like a whole set of them, but they're 4.5 scale inch figures called from Long Box Heroes, and they have a bunch of them that they're coming out with.
Huh.
And they got the Rocketeer, but I know they're coming out with like Madman and like some other characters as well. But now that they're like 4.5 inches out.
I do like a Rocketeer
Yeah.
cartoon too once.
Yo,
It was more than just the movie, I think.
was there a cartoon?
I thought there was. I could be wrong. I thought there was.
I enjoyed it. I don't think there was because I would enjoy that. But like, yeah, let me watch Rocketeer. Let's see. What else we have? Yeah, White Mike. I agree with you. I want a 6-inch Grendel as well.
That would be cool.
But I think the only people who probably would give that to us is 3-0, like they're doing with Bloodshot. TexX says, thanks, that's fair, dude. I pulled the trigger on my first one this week, but I'm going to try and keep it to just a selection of characters and not go all in. It's going to be hard. Strider says, Dragon Stars are solid for domestic, even if they are inferior to SHF. Very true. New SHF, Greg says, new SHF seems to be around the price of Valaverse, right? SHF is a little bit higher than the Valaverse figures.
Okay.
White Mike says Marvel Legends quality articulation. Yeah, very true for a Grendel, yes. Pokey says, why go back to 5 points of articulation? Very true. Yeah,
I don't understand that. The product, the toy that I really don't get is, and I'm not trying to run down this rabbit hole, but the Super 7 reaction line. I've seen
Yeah.
it for years in Barnes & Noble, and it's never made any sense to me.
Yeah, same
I just
here.
don't get it.
Then we got Stevie from the Fog. Stevie Wayne.
Oh, okay.
So, I wonder if it comes with all this. Let me see. Let's see. All release. They are offering a DVD, Blu-ray, and a 4K Ultra High Def Blu-ray for the film, along with a new pressing of the vinyl soundtrack. Also being released alongside the film is a new figure of Stevie Wayne from the movie. In the film, Stevie is played by Scream Queen Adrienne Barbeau. The 8-inch scale retro figure will include a fabric outfit and some character-specific accessories. At this time, there's no packaging preview with no photos of the figure. Will be revealed at a later date. The figure is limited to 4,000 pieces and is available as a standalone purchase or in deluxe sets with the film. Priced at $40. Wow. You can get it from Shout Factory.
Hey, if you're into the scary movies, though, this is probably a pretty
Oh,
awesome piece to add.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see. Jerry says reaction makes no sense at all. Are people trying to put them with the OG Star Wars and just something? Maybe. Dom says I got a few reaction jokes on clearance. I understand them as display pieces, but as figures they suck. Jen Largo asks, I'm a little slow in the uptake. What's the best way to order my Honeybadger MK1?
So right now, the best way is Facebook at Honeybadger Toys, or you can go on Instagram and message me at Honeybadger Toys. I will be having a site go up, but Facebook, for whatever reason, has not approved the shop itself. So we're just building out our own website, which will be coming up later. But if you want to order it now, it'd be through private message, and then I'll send you a Square invoice with the tracking info and all that good stuff. Yep.
So go ahead, Jim. Two. Go ahead, one for you and one for me. And you have the second one sent to me. It'd be cool. You're cool, Jim. We cool, Jim, right? You can order one for me, extra one for me. I was just joking, Jim. Then we got the SHF Figure Arts Purangu and Dende. I'm probably saying this Dragon Ball wrong already. I know it's Dende, but I know I'm saying his name wrong. But this is kind of cool because this one kind of lights up and makes sounds.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
I'm a sucker for lights.
You look like you get some posability at him.
Looks like a battle frog.
Yeah.
It's got that wide chest like the battle frogs used to. Jim Largo says you can go roll in the grass anytime.
Yeah, this set is $200. Yeah, I mean, for what you're getting with it, not too bad. But yeah.
Hey, but if this is your jam,
yeah, I wouldn't knock it. Like, this is pretty good. Like,
I will enjoy your joy.
I would say probably get it. Yes.
Greg's not good.
Yeah, Greg's like $200. Oh man. All right, let's get into this meat and potatoes of this one. So, Classified Series Cobra Hiss. It has labs. Let's see. So, we get to vote on this one. I don't remember on it. I know it was on Hasbro Pro like that. The first unlock was the two removable side-mounted missile racks and the tread. Was it tread? Oh no, tread plates were second unlock with the clear visor.
Which I got why they did that.
Part of the first unlock.
Well, it funded so quick that they unlocked it like the second day. Both unlocks unlocked the second day.
That makes sense. Then we get the Hiss Gunner action figure. So, action figure and the gunner, which is a female
Hmm.
trooper.
Which comes with a shovel.
Yeah. But then you also get the guns as well for the front and top. Again, is that what it'd be called? Gunner station.
Yeah, that's the gunner station, and it comes with a chin-mounted gun too.
Yes.
You just can't tell. I've already backed this. I'm in on this. So.
I backed it too.
Yep.
I'm going to get one.
Yeah, same here.
That's all I need. But I need you all to back this color here, the black and silver. Like I need y'all to do that for me.
With
Like
one just slightly above that.
exactly. I just want that one. That's the only one I want.
There's a
They
group
don't
that are
have it
going
on.
for the purple, man. I've seen a lot of people asking for the purple.
I don't understand why you want purple.
It's the Techno Viper feel. Even though it's not the Techno Viper, but it's the Techno Viper feel.
I'm surprised they don't.
The shovel is for burying the bodies.
Yeah, they don't have Cobra Command on here as the last unlock. But
Nope.
so explain. So Brian, you have to explain this to me. So I don't understand what the hoopla is for this Cobra Commander. So please explain this to me.
Sure. So first off, it matches
retro card.
Yeah. Well, it is going to be on retro card, but so on the original box, Cobra Commander's on the back of the his tank. So from as far as I was seeing and following just from social media, everybody was wanting a Cobra Commander for that back, and it's the cartoon accurate Cobra Commander, right? So right now we've only gotten the one that's been more modernized from the original wave. So there's that, and then they went one step further with the retro. They kind of doubled down on it. It's going to be the retro card back, but there's the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander. So in 80, I think it was 82, they did it as a mail away, but they misprinted the Cobra sigil on the chest, and the top little piece of the snake head, it looks like a Mickey Mouse head, like a little Mickey Mouse ears. So the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander, which I think is also straight armed, is a highly sought after collectible. You know, the 3 3/4 of that, I think it's a $200 figure.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So they're releasing that. Of course, it comes with the old Cobra Commander pistol and some hand articulation. But the fact that it's got that 1982, there you go. It's got that 1982. You see it right at the top there, that Mickey Mouse misprint.
Gotcha.
Even if they re-release this figure later on, this will be the only one that'll have the Mickey Mouse, that'll have that bubble because they're going plastic free. So this is one of the last retro cards for that. So in my mind, it makes it pretty collectible. I could even see some people, breaking off doing 2 or 3 his tanks, and they sell the Cobra Commanders for those people that didn't back the his.
Right.
Yeah. Now some people are complaining, saying this should have been tier 2.
I'm fine with. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. If you're gonna do Cobra Commander, I guess this one is okay. I'm not familiar with it. I'd rather see like the G.I. Joe Resolute Cobra Commander, like that.
That was a good Cobra Commander.
Yeah, like that hardcore tough Cobra Commander, no nonsense. Now that you explain a little bit more, I can kind of see like why people may want this one more and kind of are excited about it.
The other point too is they're celebrating 40th anniversary of G.I. Joe. That's been the kind of the story that they've been telling next to Tiger Force. So this being 40th anniversary, this is the Cobra Commander that came out 40 years ago.
Okay, that makes sense then. But yeah, the sad part about it is we'll never see a hooded Cobra Commander. I think that would have topped it off. If it was like a hooded Cobra Commander, it would have been fine.
Right.
I think people would have been like, "Yo, okay, let's do this." But it's just it's the, I guess, mirror face Cobra Commander. I guess it's alright. Look, I backed it. I did back it. I'm cool with the figures. And I think somebody said like they gave us more figures than we expected to have in this.
I was
'Cause,
surprised.
yeah, Jesse Hughes, there he is. Jesse Hughes said, 4 figures is more than I was expecting. That early unlock figure probably surprised a lot of people. Yeah, I mean,
Now,
getting a female his trooper, it's pretty, is really nice. It kind of breaks it up, but to have two his tank troopers that can drive it, one in a color that's get voted on, and then one had then the regular one, and then you have the his trooper, female his trooper, and then you have Cobra Commander right in the back saying "Yeehaw!"
yep. Now there is some rumors going around that the Hiss funded so quickly and blew through all the tiers that
Mm.
this was kind of a hastily put together add-on, and the reason that that's being talked about is because this doesn't match any of the other digital renders. If you notice, everything else matches the black and red background of the design of the Hiss, whereas this is like kind of a white print-up mock-up. So there's some discussion as to whether or not is this really the last tier, or is this gonna if it breaks 20,000, will there be another tier? Who knows? Because it's still got
Yeah,
39 days to go.
let's see. Let's see. So we're at 15,000 right now.
Yep.
Yeah, 38. Wow. Yeah.
I think somebody in the chat said
Man.
they'll probably be funded here by the weekend, sometime next week.
Yeah.
So what do you do for
I can
38
see.
days?
Yo, I mean, they, the Legends team ran out of stuff. They were like, yeah, we gave you one last thing, and that's it. That's all we got.
Right.
Like, that's all we got.
Did you feel like it was a good value for what you got?
Um, I who wasn't really like didn't have Joes, and I wasn't really into the GI Joes back in the day.
Right.
Um, yes and no. Like I feel like the side panels, I really like. I
Yeah,
didn't need
neither did I.
tier unlock you. Like this, the second tier unlock, I feel like didn't. It wasn't something that was really worthwhile to me.
It's a $10
Like yeah,
throw-in,
okay,
I think.
right. I mean, I could 3D print that clear shield on it any day of the week. I can 3D print the side shields on it any day of the week. So it's just like, that doesn't really tempt me. Like, when you get the missile launchers, okay, yeah, add those on the gunner and the weapon, the guns, and then the extra figure, yeah, and then Cobra Commander, okay. Now, if you would did something like if you would put Cobra Commander as like the second tier unlock,
A lot of people said that.
that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, and then this as a third tier, and the fourth tier be something like I think somebody said like it like you hook onto the back of it the what you call it
Missile
there's something
launcher
that was hooked on Lego.
or the asp.
Yep,
Yep.
like hooking like to the back of it.
Yep.
That would have been cool. So I mean, to me that would have been a little bit better to me than like wasted on like side plates and your visor or
Yeah.
clear like canopy.
Yeah, tier 2 didn't do it for me either. I mean, to me, that was, but I think for those that are like hardcore OG, legacy style, I think those might like this, because some people might complain about the new canopy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with the canopy. The original canopy just comes with like it doesn't bother
No,
me.
it didn't bother me either.
Here come Prime beef again. They need to bring us some of the Toy Force tiers. You know what, Prime? Yeah, I can't deal with you tonight. This is not the night for you. Ted says the Rancor will be the next unlocked tier.
Like we got all these, they're already sitting here. Whoops.
Exactly. Robert says no way the his funds. No way the his funds people will cancel. You know what? As fast as this did it, like I don't see anybody really canceling this. Honestly. Collector, no, sorry. Prime First says, "Come on, Dante, pick one. Yes or no? Yes or no to what? What do you want me to say? Yes or no to, Prime? See, this is how beef gets started, Prime. This is how stuff gets started because you come in here and start troublemaking with random questions. Where's Mario to keep you in check? I need Mario here to keep you in check. That's what it is. Mario's your handler now. I need Mario to handle you." Clutch Express says, "I never used the Doctor Doom head coming. I'll never use the Doctor Doom head coming with the Galactus." Same here. I have no reason to use it. Greg says missile launchers would have been better on a separate pull missile launcher. True. Jeff
Yep.
Morris asked.
Which
Yes, thank you, Jeff.
which was part of one of the. It wasn't the 40th or like the original, but they did do a tow behind missile launcher or rocket launcher. It was like the rockets were like that big, like almost as big as the Hiss itself.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Clutch Express says tier 2 was weak in my opinion. I agree with you. Jeff Morris says the ass will probably be a Pulse exclusive. Otherwise, it's a waste of a tow hitch. Yeesh. That'd be kind of let down. I would think if it hits past the 20,000 mark, I say like if it hits like 22,000, I think the ass should be part of it. They should be the last add-on for it.
Right.
Dom says I think Reva's lightsaber lost backers is still active and hasn't moved in weeks. Yeah. We can check on this.
That product doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't understand. I mean, it was. And for those of you that are Star Wars fans, let me know. Like where there's a ton of fandom behind that lightsaber.
It's the problem. I think the problem is it's a lightsaber. It's not something that exclusive like you can't get that. This is something that could probably be made, or you can go down to Disney World and make it yourself.
Right.
Once they have it available, like because
a $500 lightsaber.
Yeah. And it's just like, okay. And it's like, I can deal without this. It's not something like, ooh, this has got to be part of my my Star Wars collection.
Yep.
It doesn't tingle anything inside. Like you don't get tingle off of this. It's it doesn't do anything. Like it's not like the Ghostbusters backpack where like cosplayers like finally I don't have to make my own because the materials cost so much. This is just like I can make it. I don't care.
And there's no tiers to unlock. There's lackluster. They're just like, well, we're gonna put out something.
Yeah. And now they had 2 projects that are gonna fail. What do you like?
Yeah, in a row.
Say like, yeah, like they were like, so when you go talk to them, like, yeah, so Marvel did theirs, Classified did theirs, and that's their own properties. What's going on, Star Wars? What's going on? Well, people don't know what they want. That's what the first thing. People don't know what they want. I can understand. So Tyler, in that case, like the design, I understand. Design's fine to me because it was in Star Wars Fallen. Like it was like they had lightsabers like this in the game. So I'm cool with the design of it. I just think people don't really care. Honestly, that's what it comes down. I think people just don't really care about the lightsaber. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let me go back here. I think I missed something. Okay. Boxer says the only issue I have with the tier 2 unlock should have been included, and they could have gave us a battle damage parts instead of blast effects. That is a good idea. I like that. Most skill says any back at the Reaver lightsaber. It looks like not that many. Only 1,300 that you need of 5,000. Grace says I doubt there'll be any more tiers. Jim says, yep, blast effects would have been included already. Collector Express says as long as the asp isn't cardboard like one of the Rain Courtiers. Ted says Star Wars is getting tired. I used to be a huge collector. Now I've almost lost all interest in action. I lost all interest. Action Force all the way. There you go. I pick and choose out of Star Wars. Like I'm not a big like I used to be a big Star Wars fan, but now I just kind of pick and choose. Stride says no. The problem is that it's overpriced and that they back the wrong character. Is it no disrespect to the character, the actors? True. Yeah, I think that's maybe what it is too. I think if they would have went something like a regular Black Series, like size figure or something in that lane, I think it would have been fine. But they just went with the lightsaber, which was not the best. Greg says they're freaking talks about blast effects and altering the model to use them. Where are they? Ted says, what kind of tiers are going to offer? They're going to offer an Inquisitor helmet or something. Tex says, I think they chose Reva's lightsaber as they were hoping that Obi-Wan was going to be a bigger success than what it was. That could be. Just as I guess the Rain Corps would get a lightsaber to keep him in a Cookie Monster company. Tyler says, have you seen any modular lightsabers in the store a couple years ago? No, I don't. I really don't pay attention to like some of the lightsabers that they make. Greg says people have been making custom Inquisitor lightsabers since Rebels. This was expensive for an official. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it's just something that somebody can make, and they were like, nah, I don't need to back it. Robert says if they called the Inquisition lightsaber, it may have had a chance. People hate Reva, so it won't fun. It says his original trilogy and Mando are only thing that still sells. Ewan says, sorry I come in late. Hope everyone's well, and I hope none of those bloody bots have turned up. No, Ewan, they have not. But I'm a little upset that you're late, sir. You're super late. You over there partying with Dan? Is that what it is? You over there did that after party with Dan? You know what, Ewan? I thought we were better than this. Nah, you're good, Ewan. Let's see. Ted says, I wish they would just pick a scale and stick with it. Very true. Ted says there were a bunch of stupid options. Maybe. This Black Series, I don't know what they're doing. Jesse says, I just watched a trimmed down fan edit movie of Obi-Wan show. It was picked up by Variety and getting a lot of attention, and the edited movie was better watched than the show. Oh man. That's sad. That is truly sad when somebody a fan edit is better than watching the show.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah. You know what? Like I said, Obi-Wan was okay. It just there was some parts that they dropped the ball on. They really dropped the ball on Obi-Wan on some of those parts, and it's like, you did better here. And then if they try to do a second season of that, I'm like, I'm done. I'm not watching it. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, what story are you going to tell? Him and Qui-Gon sitting in the cave for, like, the rest of his life?
Playing spades?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't see. I'm not sure what story there is to tell there, you know?
There's nothing to tell anymore.
I've always been in the opinion they should have stuck with the books. I mean, the ones that they did in the 90s, they had the Jedi Academy, all that. I mean, where do you go from here with the franchise?
At this point, you either go 1,000 years into the past, or you start off with a whole new story for the future.
Yeah.
Or you go into like the other like Dash Rendar. You can go into the other cool characters that are out there.
Yep.
Most Skill says anyone sick of the Obi-Wan figures they announced? There are like 3 repaints of the same Obi-Wan figure. I maybe I don't know. Like I don't. Like, this wasn't for me. Tyler says I meant there were a bunch of bad options for the modular lightsaber. It was for kids, but you don't need to add anything to a lightsaber. Oh yeah, I do remember those. Yes, I do remember those. All right, folks. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So, Brian, tell everybody where they can find Honeybadger Toys at.
Yeah, so we are at Facebook and Instagram at Honeybadger Toys. And then there will be a website coming up soon for vivaciousElements.com. It will have a link in there for Honeybadger toys will be up on the main landing page. I'm trying to get that up probably by the end of next week. But in the meantime, everything can still go through Facebook, through message, and like I said, we'll send you a Square invoice, so that way you can pay via credit card.
Sweet.
Yep.
I'm telling you. And if you're hesitant, go watch a review that I put up on the page on the channel.
It's a good review.
Yeah, you know what? I felt it was long. It was long. It was like 22 minutes long, and I didn't mean for it to be.
I like the photos that you put at the end. Like that was like the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I have to go back and redo some of them because I was like, all right, I'll get these done for the review. Because for me to sit down and do a review, I just mentally put myself down. Like, look, you need to sit down and do this. Just do it.
Right.
So I had to go back and redo the pictures. But thank you, I appreciate that.
I appreciate you doing the review and all the feedback, developing it. You know, Andrew and ML, you and Alex. I mean, it's literally been a group effort putting it together. So
I was glad I could be a little bit part of it. That's all I can say. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
it's been fun.
It was. It was fun. It's the one secret I had to keep like hush hush for like the longest time. I couldn't say anything to nobody. I told my wife like, "Hey, like, honey, like, I'm gonna be on the box." Okay. Where's it at?
when
Well, it's not
when
done
Alex
yet.
first
Don't worry
sent
about it.
that picture,
Yeah.
when he first sent that picture through, I was like, it's amazing, man, because like he nailed the aspect of it. You know, it was to do a little retro, but not be a complete GI Joe type of thing.
Right.
Like he nailed it. Like I said, his technical art, I loved it. So
I still love Stanley looking at it like it's a used car lot. Like, yeah, it's got some miles on this bad boy. Like it's a
kick the
caddy or
tires on
something.
the treads a little bit. Yep,
Yeah.
that was great.
I should have had him kicking the treads like,
Yeah,
yeah. This baby. You can
things
slap
okay.
it.
What do you got on this?
Right, so you can slap it, flip it around. You can do anything you want, Stan. It's your car. Come on, Stan. Come on, side. We'll go ahead and make the deal. So yeah, we will probably back next week. I'm not sure if I might take a break next week. But yeah, we may be back next week.
Time.
But thank you all for coming out and watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Brian, for coming out and joining me, hanging out with me, and talking Honeybadger with us.
Always fun, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no, it was a pleasure, sir. So y'all stay safe. Happy hunting. And we will see you next week. What? Honey, wait a minute. Grace says, bone breaker run over. I may do that. I may have bone breaker getting run over by the Honeybadger.
I like it.
I may. We'll see.
I like it.
We'll see. All right, folks. Y'all stay safe. Happy hunting.
Have a great weekend.
Yes, and enjoy. Hopefully, y'all enjoy Thor: Love and Thunder. We'll see.